27-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch.
Over.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to
take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. 13.
now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Kill. You're good. I fool. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready? Check. Here we go. 5-9. Watch the 6-6. Pull it hard. Easy. Opposite. Check 3.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Saints 7, Jaguars 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shit. 36.
Let's go, great. Zebra.
Foles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Jaguars nothing.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Here's Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Easy. Tiger.
Back to throw. Completes it to Westbrook. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to offer mine.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sammy. Slam. Hey, check 24. Kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. They find some open field here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
25 yards that time. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Easy.
56, Mike.
Hey, Delta.
56. Carter. 56 to Mike. 56 to go.
2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Five.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
54, right there.
Go.
Breeze now. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Ready.
Coming after you. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Hey, Alpha.
They're running, man.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw again on second down. Foles, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike spot 4. Hey, here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 41-yard line.
From the 41, Foles. The open man is Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Completes it to Lee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Hey, C6.
Switch gears.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, Silver. Go with 5-3. Bridgestone, travel. Hey, turn it up. Check 52. Hey, Cadence.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike by 4.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late.
We go. Check 50. Under.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
12.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lee. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. He's got Lee again, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
13.
Now Leonard Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to go. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Ready? 95, 56.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Ready?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.